Today marks a turning point, a day where the unseen begins to reveal itself. The energy around October 6th is unlike anything most have felt before. The big day is not just a date, it is a doorway, a subtle awakening that challenges everything you thought was certain. In Shaolin tradition, such moments are not accidents, they are mirrors, reflecting the state of your mind and spirit back to you. Every event, no matter how shocking, passes through the filter of your inner world. Shaolin masters teach that awareness of the present is the cornerstone of mastery. When the mind is calm, the world does not disturb you, it teaches you. When the mind is scattered, even small ripples can feel like storms. This day, more than most, will test not the outer world, but the clarity within. Many overlook the hidden signs in everyday life. Shaolin wisdom whispers that even the most ordinary moments carry extraordinary messages if you are paying attention. Ancient texts reveal rituals and observations designed to align the mind with cosmic shifts. Few know that October 6th aligns with a rare convergence of energy, a pulse that has historically coincided with breakthroughs, sudden clarity, and transformative insight for those prepared to receive it. By the end of this video, you will understand how to read the currents of this day. You will learn to anchor yourself in presence, harness inner discipline, and transform external chaos into clarity. You will see why every shock is a teacher in disguise, and how mastery is less about control and more about observation. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire. Subscribe now and step into the path of awareness where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. The big day has arrived. It is time to awaken. Nothing in life stands still. Mountains erode, rivers carve new paths, and even the air around you shifts with each breath. Shaolin masters have long observed that change is the thread woven into every moment of existence. To resist it is to grasp at water, fragile, fleeting, and ultimately futile. True strength arises not from holding fast, but from moving with the currents of life. Consider the body of a seasoned monk. Each movement, each stance, adapts to the flow of energy within and around him. He does not fight the force of the world. He aligns with it. When events shake the surface of life, when what you expected dissolves into the unexpected, it is not chaos, it is a lesson. Every shock carries a message if the mind is quiet enough to hear. In Shaolin philosophy, transformation is inevitable. The same energy that topples an old tree nourishes the soil for new growth. When you embrace change instead of fearing it, you cultivate resilience. Your mind becomes a river, not a pond. Flexible, deep, and able to navigate obstacles without breaking. Resistance breeds frustration, but acceptance opens doors to insight that are otherwise invisible. History whispers of those who mastered this art. They did not attempt to control the storm. They learned to dance within it. The sudden loss, the unexpected challenge, the moment that shakes your foundations, all are teachers. Each event mirrors a part of yourself, yet unseen. The shock is not a threat. It is a mirror reflecting what must be understood, integrated, and released. Strength is not rigid. It is a harmony between stillness and motion. By observing, yielding, and flowing with change, the mind and spirit sharpen. The path forward is never in fighting what is, but in walking alongside it, learning its rhythm, and allowing its lessons to shape the warrior within. Before a single step is taken, the mind must be still. In the quiet moments, long before the body moves, the true work of mastery begins. Shaolin monks have practiced this for centuries, understanding that clarity arises not from haste, but from observation. Every thought, every ripple of emotion carries a signal. To act without noticing them is to wield power blindly. In the monastery, mornings begin with silence. Breaths are counted. The mind is trained to observe itself, to notice tension, fear, or impatience before it manifests in the body. Only then does the practitioner move, deliberate, precise, and unshakable. This principle, stillness before movement, is not merely about combat. It is a lesson for life. Every decision, every action begins with awareness. Emotions are like wind in the branches. Left unchecked, they shake the branches violently, disrupting balance, but when observed, they reveal patterns, guiding the mind to respond with wisdom rather than reaction. In the Shaolin perspective, inner mastery is cultivated in these moments of quiet attention. Discipline is not enforced, it grows naturally when the mind learns to witness itself. Preparation of the mind is as vital as preparation of the body. A warrior may train hours on the mat, but without mental stillness, every strike risks misalignment. Likewise, in life, action without reflection leads to confusion and regret. The calm observer within sees the currents of thought and emotion and moves with intention rather than impulse. Every choice becomes measured. Every movement becomes deliberate. Mindfulness before action transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. It is the unseen strength beneath visible mastery, the silent rhythm that guides the body, sharpens the spirit, and aligns each step with purpose. In this way, stillness becomes a weapon, and observation becomes the path to true power. The river flows without struggle, yet it shapes valleys and nourishes life along its path. This is the essence of Wu Wei, the Taoist principle embraced by Shaolin masters: effortless action, the art of moving in harmony with the natural rhythm of existence. True mastery does not force outcomes. It does not strain against the current. Instead, it aligns with the way of things, allowing energy to guide each step with precision and grace. In the monastery, every movement is measured, yet it appears spontaneous. The hand strikes, the stance shifts, and the breath follows, all without tension. This is not laziness or passivity. It is refined discipline, cultivated through years of practice. By observing the subtle flow of energy, the practitioner learns when to yield and when to advance, when to act and when to wait. Every action becomes an extension of awareness itself. Life, like the river, moves in cycles. Storms arrive, seasons shift, and unexpected events unfold. Resistance only fractures the spirit, creating friction and imbalance. Shaolin teachings remind that alignment with natural rhythms cultivates strength and clarity. When the mind and body are in harmony, even chaos becomes navigable. Challenges cease to be obstacles and transform into guides, revealing lessons hidden within the unfolding moment. The upcoming event on October 6th is a test of this inner alignment. Its impact will not be measured by external force, but by the state of awareness it encounters. Those rooted in stillness and attuned to the currents within will move through it with ease, while those who resist may feel swept aside. Wu Wei is a reminder that mastery is not in control but in resonance. It is the ability to act fully and effortlessly, to flow with the unseen currents of life, and to allow every moment, even the most shocking, to reveal its wisdom without struggle. Strength does not arrive suddenly. It grows quietly, like roots deepening beneath the soil. In Shaolin practice, discipline is not punishment, it is a path to empowerment. Every ritual, every repetition is designed to shape not the body alone but the mind and spirit. Through discipline, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the fleeting moment becomes an opportunity to cultivate resilience. Each day offers simple yet profound tools. Breathing becomes more than air entering the lungs. It is a practice of presence, a bridge between body and mind. Meditation is not escape. It is a lens through which the mind learns clarity and patience. Mindful movement trains the body to respond without hesitation, and the mind to observe without attachment. These practices, though small, accumulate into a strength invisible to the eye but unshakable within. Life's shocks arrive without warning. The sudden loss, the unexpected challenge, the twist of fate, each test the boundaries of composure. Yet in Shaolin philosophy, the power of the event is measured by the preparedness of the mind. A disciplined mind bends but does not break. It sees opportunity where others see chaos. It moves with intention when instinct alone would panic. The world may shake the surface, but the roots remain firm. True inner strength is not loud or boastful. It is the calm beneath the storm, the steady rhythm that allows one to meet the unexpected with awareness rather than reaction. Each small practice, each breath, each mindful step is a layer of armor forged from patience and intention. The mind trained in discipline can face the most jarring events and transform them into lessons, into growth, into power. The shock of life is never greater than the strength cultivated in quiet moments of consistent practice. Adversity often arrives unannounced, appearing as chaos, disruption, or discomfort. Yet Shaolin wisdom teaches that these external storms are mirrors reflecting hidden corners of the mind and spirit. What seems turbulent outside often reveals imbalance within, unnoticed fears, unexamined desires, or unresolved tension. The challenge is never just the event itself, it is an invitation to turn inward, to confront what we have long overlooked. Consider the monk in training. When faced with a sudden difficulty, a misstep in a form, a harsh critique, he does not react impulsively. He observes. Every tremor of frustration, every surge of doubt becomes a guide. Shaolin philosophy holds that understanding the mind requires encountering situations that test it. The more chaotic the surface appears, the more precise the insight it can offer, if approached with stillness. Resistance multiplies suffering. Fighting the reflection only strengthens the shadow it shows. But when observed calmly, adversity becomes a teacher. Each challenge illuminates patterns, highlighting habits and reactions that were previously hidden. In this way, shock is transformed into a lens, a way to see one's inner landscape with clarity. Life's mirrors are everywhere. The harsh word, the unexpected obstacle, the sudden shift, they all offer glimpses of the self yet unexplored. By observing without judgment, by remaining grounded and aware, the mind begins to discern what is true and what is illusion. Through disciplined attention, the chaos outside ceases to control the spirit. It becomes a map, guiding the practitioner toward balance, wisdom, and mastery. In Shaolin practice, every adversity carries a hidden gift. Each reflection of inner imbalance is also a doorway to understanding, a chance to refine patience, resilience, and clarity. What once seemed threatening is revealed as an opportunity to strengthen the mind, align the spirit, and step more fully into mastery. Emotions can rise like fire, sudden and uncontrollable, threatening to consume clarity and peace. Shaolin masters teach that these energies, fear, anger, anxiety, are not enemies. They are raw forces, waiting to be understood and transformed. Emotional alchemy is the art of turning these flames into light, using them to sharpen focus, deepen awareness, and guide action with precision. The process begins with the breath. Inhale with attention, feeling the body expand and the mind settle. Exhale with intention, releasing tension, doubt, and agitation. Each breath becomes a tool, grounding the practitioner in the present moment. Chanting too serves as a bridge between mind and spirit. Repetition of sound synchronizes energy, creating resonance that quiets chaos and cultivates inner harmony. Visualization enhances this transformation, envisioning fear dissolving into clarity, anger reshaping into disciplined strength, anxiety melting into calm focus. Shaolin teachings emphasize that emotional mastery is not suppression, it is recognition and refinement. The mind trained in this way becomes resilient, like water that can flow around obstacles without losing momentum. When sudden events arrive, world-shaking or deeply personal, the response is measured, deliberate, and wise. The flames of emotion are no longer destructive. They become fuel for discernment and action. History shows that those who mastered emotional alchemy navigate storms with grace. They do not resist the intensity of life, nor are they consumed by it. Instead, they harness it, transforming turbulence into insight. Each challenge becomes a laboratory for the mind. Each moment of fear or frustration, an opportunity to practice mastery. Through disciplined breath, focused sound, and guided visualization, emotions are transmuted into clarity and strength. The path of emotional alchemy is the quiet power beneath visible mastery, the inner rhythm that allows one to stand unshaken while the world shifts around them. Silence is often mistaken for emptiness, yet in Shaolin practice, it is the canvas upon which clarity is painted. Before action, before judgment, before reaction, the mind must learn to pause. In this stillness, observation becomes sharper, perception deepens, and truth slowly reveals itself. The world may move with haste, but those who sit quietly gain insight far beyond the reach of impulse. A monk standing in meditation watches the breath, the body, and the mind. Every thought that arises is noted, every sensation felt without attachment. He does not act immediately, for premature reaction clouds judgment. Shaolin wisdom teaches that in silence patterns emerge. The subtle tremor of energy, the flicker of emotion, the rhythm of events, all are perceived before they surface externally. Observation becomes the foundation upon which mastery is built. Life presents challenges like October 6th, moments that shake routines and expectations. The instinct is to act quickly, to respond to external pressure, to be swept by the currents of circumstance. Yet those who have trained in quiet observation approach these events differently. They watch first, understanding the flow, noticing the undercurrents, discerning what is transient and what is essential. The clarity gained in silence allows action to be precise, measured, and aligned with purpose. Observation without reaction transforms the unexpected from threat into teacher. It reveals connections that were previously unseen and guides the practitioner toward choices rooted in wisdom rather than fear. In Shaolin philosophy, the mind trained in silence is like water, reflective, adaptable, and resilient. It perceives the world with acuity, responds with balance, and navigates upheaval with composure. The coming event holds power, but the one who observes first holds the greater strength, the strength of insight, patience, and mastery born from silence. Every action, no matter how small, sends ripples across the fabric of existence. Shaolin masters have long observed this truth. The world is a mirror of the mind, and the mind is shaped by the world it perceives. One thought, one gesture, one intention carries energy far beyond its apparent reach. In this way, life is not a series of isolated events, but a vast interconnected web where inner states and outer circumstances continuously influence one another. The body and mind are not separate from the world, they are part of its rhythm. A calm mind fosters clarity in decisions, patience in interactions, and harmony in movement. Conversely, fear, haste, or agitation disturbs the subtle balance, creating echoes that extend outward. Shaolin practice teaches that by cultivating inner equilibrium, discipline, and mindfulness, one contributes positively to the flow of life around them. Every meditation, every controlled breath, every mindful step reinforces this invisible network of cause and effect. The shock of unexpected events often feels isolated, as if the world has turned suddenly against us. Yet through the lens of Shaolin philosophy, such moments are part of a larger cosmic flow. What appears disruptive externally is often a reflection of unseen currents, both within and beyond. By recognizing this interconnectedness, the practitioner shifts perspective. The challenge is no longer merely external, it is an opportunity to harmonize with the greater rhythm of life. Understanding this principle transforms fear into awareness, isolation into participation, and confusion into insight. Each choice, each response, each moment of presence matters, not just for the self, but for the invisible threads that bind all things. The ripples of discipline, clarity, and mindfulness extend far beyond immediate perception, shaping reality in ways subtle yet profound. Mastery is realized not only in personal growth, but in the conscious contribution to the unfolding balance of the world itself. Every shock, every sudden twist in life, carries within it a hidden gift. Shaolin wisdom teaches that disruption is never merely chaos. It is a doorway to understanding, a reflection of what the mind and spirit have yet to grasp. The world's surprises are not punishments, but lessons wrapped in experience, waiting for the eyes trained in awareness to perceive their value. Consider the monk in meditation as a sudden storm passes outside. He does not curse the wind or fear the lightning. Instead, he observes. Each gust, each drop of rain becomes a teacher. The same principle applies to life. Every unexpected event, no matter how alarming, contains insight for those who remain grounded. The disruption highlights weaknesses, reveals hidden strengths, and exposes patterns that were previously unseen. In this way, shock transforms into wisdom when approached with clarity and openness. Mastery, in Shaolin philosophy, is not about avoiding difficulty, it is about extracting its essence. Strength is forged in the presence of challenge. Calmness is deepened through adversity. Awareness expands when the mind witnesses events without immediate reaction. Each lesson gleaned adds another layer to the foundation of inner power, patience, and discernment. The big day is approaching, and with it comes uncertainty. Yet fear need not dominate. Curiosity becomes the guiding force, transforming apprehension into attentive observation. Each ripple in life's current can be studied, each disruption examined for the insight it offers. By approaching events as teachers rather than threats, the practitioner cultivates resilience, wisdom, and a steady heart. The gift hidden in the shock is always available to those willing to see it. Life's sudden movements are invitations to awaken deeper understanding. The mind that remains calm, attentive, and open receives what others miss, the subtle transformative lessons that turn turmoil into mastery and challenge into the quiet triumph of awareness. The lessons of life are like seeds planted in the mind. Observation, discipline, and insight alone are not enough. They must be nurtured, integrated, and practiced daily. Shaolin teachings emphasize that mastery is not a single achievement or a fleeting moment of clarity. It is a path walked steadily with patience and intention. Each day offers the opportunity to bring understanding into action, transforming awareness into lived experience. Meditation becomes the cornerstone of this integration. By returning to stillness each day, the mind reinforces lessons learned, deepens perception, and strengthens focus. Mindful action extends this awareness outward. Every step, every word, every choice is an opportunity to apply insight, aligning thought and behavior with inner wisdom. Compassionate awareness ensures that this growth is not self-contained, but radiates outward, touching interactions with empathy, patience, and understanding. True integration is not rushed. Life's events, even those that shake us to the core, serve as repeated lessons until they are fully understood. A single day, no matter how powerful, is not enough to ingrain mastery. The Shaolin path teaches that repeated practice, reflection, and refinement are what cultivate resilience, clarity, and inner strength. Personal growth is measured not by dramatic moments, but by consistent alignment with awareness over time. Each challenge encountered, each emotional surge transformed, each moment of observation cultivated, contributes to this ongoing journey. The mind that trains daily becomes steady in the face of uncertainty. The spirit that acts with discipline becomes unshakable amidst turbulence. The heart that practices compassion and mindfulness shapes not only personal reality, but influences the world subtly yet profoundly. The path forward is continuous. Insight is not a destination, but a companion. Every breath, every mindful step, every intentional action carries the opportunity to embody the lessons of life, ensuring that personal mastery is not fleeting, but enduring, unfolding moment by moment, day by day. The events of October the 6th of May feel overwhelming, sudden, or even unsettling. Yet, through the lens of Shaolin wisdom, they are not obstacles, they are mirrors, teachers, and opportunities. Each challenge reflects a part of ourselves waiting to be understood. Each disruption offers insight, and each moment carries the potential for growth. By cultivating presence, practicing discipline, transforming emotions through alchemy, and observing life with mindful awareness, these shocks can be navigated with clarity, balance, and inner strength. True mastery does not come from controlling the world around us, but from mastering the mind within. As the mind aligns with awareness, patience, and wisdom, it shapes the perception of reality, turning even the most turbulent events into lessons and guidance. The power lies in integrating these practices into everyday life. Every breath, every pause, every intentional action reinforces calmness, clarity, and resilience. The mind trained in presence becomes steady. The spirit rooted in discipline becomes unshakable, and the heart, guided by mindful observation, transforms challenges into opportunity. Approach each day, each event, and each moment with curiosity rather than fear. Let the world teach, let life reveal, and let the inner self grow. By doing so, every shock becomes a step toward deeper understanding, mastery, and harmony. If you found value in this teaching, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Shaolin Soulfire. Join our path of mindful awareness and inner growth, where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary and every day becomes an opportunity to awaken.